Soon, 16 people will enter Camp Kindle to compete in a game that will test them both physically and mentally. They'll need to bond with each other prior to voting each other out. And they're going to have to do all of that with some of the harshest conditions that our contestants have ever had to face. Welcome everyone to Stranded Water Valley.
With Dog Pound having tribal council first thing in the morning after a long and wet night, we learn that Renita has decided to self-evict herself from the game.
So I've been in work with children, youth, and families for many, many years in Calgary and all over the place. And we've often, as whether you're a social worker, youth worker, whatever, you ask youth especially to challenge themselves to do something that is completely different than what they would ever do. And so I've asked that many, many times. And so for me coming out to experience this, even for a little bit, I just wanted to celebrate that, right? And so that's kind of why I came out. But my experience was great. Paranoia honestly got the best of me. I watched this show Survivor, so I knew that was a part of it, but it's just really intense, and so I had a few struggles with that for sure. But overall, it pushed me out of my comfort zone. I'm not a camper. And I don't like to be wet and I don't like to be cold, but I knew that I wanted to try it and come out. And Kids Up Front has had a special place in my heart for many, many years. I've taken many youth to events in Calgary, and so I wanted the opportunity to give back and say thank you.
Now, let's join Dog Pound for their first challenge, the day.
Well, first off, good morning. Good morning, yeah. Top 8, just like that. Shane, I'm gonna take that idol off you. Immunity, once again, will be up for grabs. You see, prison sentences, they were extremely tough, but nothing was worse than the final year. In order to survive it, you needed intelligence, instinct, stability. And since you guys are what we would consider the final year of your sentence, we're going to test all 3 of those right now. This challenge for immunity has 3 different stages. You'll see those barrels. You will compete in a trivia contest, just general trivia. Top 5 will move on to the next stage. The next stage will be a blind ball hunt, where you'll be blindfolded in the circle and you'll have to find one of these balls. First 3 people to find the ball will move on to the final stage, which is walking on stilts. And you'll need to stay up as long as you can, avoid getting 3 strikes, and the first person who does that will win immunity. I'll give you guys a few minutes to think about it, and then we'll get started.
The contestants had to answer a series of questions prepared by Jamie, and only a few of them survived. The remaining contestants were then thrown into a competition where they needed to locate a wandering ball blindfolded. With Jay, Shane, and Natasha coming out alive, they move on to the next part of the challenge, where they have to test their balance on stilts. Each contestant has 3 strikes, gaining 1 every time they touch the ground. Last person standing wins.
Once, Natasha's down once. Shane looks steady. Back up. Natasha's down twice. Natasha, out. Shane, very steady. Jay's making good work.
So tired, what is happening?
He's down again, you still back up? 2 strikes. 5 minutes on the clock. Oh, that's it. Shane.
Good job, guys. Good job.
Come on in, guys. All right, guys. Like I said, interesting challenge, all 3 different skills, but in the end, there's only one winner, Shane. Once again, with immunity and safe at Tribal Council. Congratulations. 3 challenges already this morning, all wrapped into one. A lot more challenges to go today. Tribal Council is next for you guys. You guys can head back to camp. I'm gonna go listen to some Adelaide. We'll see you soon.
And with Shane taking yet another immunity for Dog Pound, they must decide who is next to leave their tribe. It's now time to meet Jamie at Tribunal.
Dog Pound. I'll now bring in the jury. Domingo. And recently eliminated Renita. The jury is here for observation only. They won't be speaking. You aren't to speak to them. They're here to observe. So we got a lot to talk about. We'll talk about the jury, talk about Shane's run. But first, I'm curious about the morning. Brooke, explain what morning's like at Dog Pound. Did you wake up and people are already talking out in the woods? Are you guys all just lying together all morning?
To be honest, Jay just like yelled, "It's time to get up," and then we rolled out of bed and like sprinted down. So like I think that yesterday was like such a long and exhausting day that there wasn't a ton of gameplay happening this morning because we just really needed to recoup.
Okay, no, I get that. I mean, it's draining. Yesterday's draining. Yeah. This morning's draining. Hey, I have the toughest time doing task and pronunciation on things, obviously, and challenge, and I have nothing where I'm not getting voted out, so I don't need to be paranoid. So I guess you're saying Jay was up first, correct? Yeah. You guys are on then. Are you worried about what Jay's doing? Was there anybody up with Jay? Anna's up?
Trying to start a fire.
Yeah. But you were in the same, or were you off wandering?
I got up like honestly probably 10 minutes before the whistle trying to start a fire and then I told everyone you need to get up right now.
Yelled, loud.
Great start.
Wasn't a good morning. So what I'm hearing is clearly the conditions are starting to weigh on a lot of you. When fatigue, and it's the mental, it's the physical, but all in all, I asked it yesterday and I'll ask it this morning now. What's worse on you right now, physical or mental? Who's struggling most with the physical? Two? Everybody else is still battling the mental aspect. Paranoia. Is paranoia getting worse as this day goes on? Yeah. How bad was paranoia up there right now? Was it a scramble? Usually at this point in time, it's a mad scramble of people talking and chatting and finding reasons to wander off, and you go here, here, people are just dividing off. Becca, is that what's going on right now? 100%. 100%? 150%. Yeah, yeah. So I imagine idle chat is still out there? 100%. Yeah, I'm not, based on what people have told me, 6 of the 8 of you have idols. I'm here to tell you that is not right. So clearly the idol game is messing with people's heads because you guys are either making stuff up to get into other people's heads, or you guys are becoming paranoid and you think every little thing and everything that somebody does means they have an idol. Is that a true statement, Marnie?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah? Are people still looking, Cardell?
Yes.
Yeah? Anna, people still looking?
Yeah, I think so.
Are you still looking?
I did this morning, yeah.
Yeah. Shane, you don't need the idol in this one. Clearly, you have immunity. You've won 3 challenges in a row. The first 3 individual challenges have all been for you. So I'm going to ask, Brooke, is that a good thing to win 3 challenges in a row?
It's like I feel like it's a pretty good thing for Shane, yeah, because you always want to ensure your safety. For me, like I don't really have any practical skills, and it turns out these challenges are like a huge struggle for me. So that's becoming an issue because I also would like to win one. So.
Yeah, and you know what? And I bring it up because, and it could go the other way. Maybe the challenges are very flip-floppy from one skill to the next. And if Shane's won 3 in a row, the odds are probably the next challenges, maybe his skill level won't be there because we've used all the ones in his skill. So it's really tough to judge. Jay, you have to know who to trust. Who you want to play the game with still, who you think you can beat, and then who you need to put on the jury, who will ultimately decide who wins the game. How do you navigate that in your mind?
Well, I think that's why, if I can speak for myself, I'm mentally exhausted.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's tough, and especially coming down to the final 8, like you have your like alliances and somewhat, but in the back of your mind, you're always worried in the paranoia, and then you have to worry about your jury. Just if you make it to those final 3, and putting all those things together. I don't know if I've thought of all those things in a row because I just can't. Like it's too much.
Yeah, well, I will say this. Alliances don't win this game. One person wins this game. So that at every point in this day, you should be reevaluating your situation, reevaluating your alliances, reevaluating who you're competing against, and reevaluating who you want on the jury, who's now about to become 3 members. We'll start with Jay to find out who that is. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol, that would be the time to play it.
Random bag of beads that I found.
You present it. Let's see it.
Well, they're kind of like loose in my pocket now, seeing as, you know, he didn't really give me a good bag. But they're in a little armature bag.
That is officially a bag of beans. That is not idol. Worth a shot. Yep. I'll now read the votes. First vote. Becca.
Came back last time. Let's see if we can get you out for good.
Second vote. Marnie. Next vote. Cardell.
Fun person to have around, but time to go.
Next vote. Brooke. 1 vote Brooke, 1 vote Cardell, 1 vote Marnie, 1 vote Becca.
Nothing to say.
Next vote. Marnie. Next vote. Becca.
I said I want to play with competitors, but I can't beat you.
Next vote. Cardell.
Alright, Cardell. I was eavesdropping this morning and I heard you throwing my name out. It's next to go, so I'm gonna vote you out, hopefully.
2 votes Becca, 2 votes Cardell, 2 votes Marnie, 1 vote Brooke. Next vote. Cardell.
So it's for Cardell.
Next vote. Becca.
Let's try it again.
We have a tie. 3 votes Becca, 3 votes Cardell. Need to revote. Cardell and Becca will not be voting. You can only vote for Cardell or Becca. Let's do this quickly. Jay, you're up. All right, Becca and Cardell. I'll now read the votes. Let's vote. Becca.
Alright, so the split vote plan, nobody had an idol, so you're a really great player, Becca, but there you go.
Let's vote. Becca.
Fished out that fake community idol you have.
Let's vote. Cardell.
Just in case Becca has the immunity idol, please say go.
Let's vote.
Put the mic down, bro.
Becca.
Nothing personal. I just don't think I can beat you in the end.
Next vote. and third member of our jury, Becca. Becca, Travis spoken. Well, Dog Pound, I am not sure what that first vote was about, but if it was me in this game, my paranoia took this guy out. Head back to camp. I'll see you soon.
I just got voted out, which was a little bit to be expected. Target was on my back from, well, since the first time I got voted out. So, but yeah, and apparently these are useless, which we kind of figured, but hey, it's worth a shot. And yeah, it was fun. Would totally do again with like 7 extra pairs of socks and some waterproof shoes, because my feet have never been so pruny in my entire life.
With Becca leaving the tribe for good, Dog Pound is called for their next immunity challenge. It's time to put their archery skills to the test.
All right, guys, welcome to another immunity challenge with a reward twist. Shane, let me grab that immunity necklace from you. So immunity will be up for grabs. We are going to do some archery. Each of you will draw a spot when to shoot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in order. You'll each get 2 arrows. You'll take 2 shots. Point system, white 1, 2 black, 3 blue, 4 red, 5 yellow. Lowest score after the first round, if everybody gets 2 shots, will be eliminated, and then 6 more will go on again. You do it again. 5, 4. Lowest score each round. Lowest score plus tied lowest score. If 2 people got 0 in the first round, they'd both be out. Doesn't move on, and you keep going until you get to the final 2 shooters. Whoever gets the most points at last round will win immunity and guarantee themselves in the final 6. Also a twist on this one, a little reward, because they keep giving me stuff. First off, we're gonna get some Crickle Creek coffee to the winner. Take back, they're only them. They're gonna get some coffee to sip on. And we're also, so Crickle Creek gave the coffee, and Dare to Imagine Coaching is gonna give Snickers bar too. So a little pick me up on this. So the winner's not only gonna have immunity, it's gonna have a nice cup of coffee and a nice snack. It's gonna be pretty good. Worth playing for? Yeah. All right, we'll get you in order and we'll begin. Ready. That's a ball right off the bat. That's a start by Anna. Oh,
Clearly she has.
that is 9 points out of a possible 10.
Way to
Good
go.
girl. No. You got 2 shots.
Nice.
Ooh, that might be a 2. Let me take a look.
All right, Shane. That wasn't helpful. Good try.
Ardell will be out.
Were you 3?
Marnie, we'll be moving on. You're good. You're good. 1 point. Marnie, move on. Jay misses. Another shot. Jay will be moving on.
Oh, you went sword.
Tasha will be eliminated in round 1 as well. No, that did not stay. Shane hits the bullseye on the second one.
Damn, Shane. Good job.
All right, 5 of you moving on. So after that round, Cardell, Natasha's out. All scores reset. Anna, you're back up again. Anna 4. Nicely done. That's another 7 points for Anna. That's a 3. And that is a 7. Which means if Shane gets over 7, he will win immunity. 3. Shane has been eliminated. Down to Brooke and Anna. That stayed in, that is 1 point. 3. Sitting at 4 points total. That's a big 4 there, 8 points. 8's your number, Brooke. 8's your number for immunity. That is a big 4 on the first arrow. For immunity. Five. So red or yellow wins immunity. Red or yellow wins immunity. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Anna. Impressive shooting by all of you. That's tough. I can't hit that target either. But Anna, consistent the whole way through. Congratulations. Well earned. Now Anna, before I send you off to get your coffee and Snickers, I don't want you to have to drink and eat that alone. So you can take 3 people to sit down here and have a nice cup of coffee and Snickers while the other 3 are heading back to camp themselves. Give you a few seconds to think, but 3 people you're taking with you. Who are they going to be?
I don't do coffee, so take me out of your equation.
Nice to meet you. I'll take Shane. Let's do Cardell and Marnie.
Okay. Natasha, Brooke, Jay, head back to camp. You guys just wait here. You might want one go with them, one stay here. I don't know.
Anna takes her first immunity with some very impressive archery skills. Let's eavesdrop on her and the 3 lucky tribe members she chose for coffee and Snickers.
Right.
You guys got to bust up your side. Yeah.
Well, I would like to take Jay out and split him from Brooke.
Because Jay's a big competitor.
And he gets along with everybody on the jury.
Yeah.
Like super easy. Right?
Right. Well, I think Brooke kept more to, I mean, I don't really know, but it seems like she kept more to herself.
She did, absolutely.
Okay.
I know Brooke's on board too.
Yeah?
To push Jay. Yeah.
Oh, no way.
Because
loyal too.
because of the competitive side and the friends he has on how easily he made friends and sociable and stuff, right?
Okay.
Because he won the coffee the first day.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. We all voted for him.
So she had actually brought that up too, saying that, she wanted to go with him as long as they could, but she knows that.
Well, it probably helped her get to here.
Yeah.
But yeah, it makes sense to
Absolutely.
change it up. Well, then what about Tasha then? What's Tasha going to say?
I think she'll be on board.
I think she'll be on board too. Because I thought from our conversation with her earlier that, she would be over Jay over Brooke.
Yeah. And I'm 99% sure he doesn't have an idol, so.
Yeah, I feel pretty confident he doesn't either. But you never know. I wonder if it's still hiding up there.
Who knows? And
We've
scoured
searched
that
everything.
friggin' place. But we could have walked over it 100 times.
Right.
Or
be smashed down in
or it
grass.
could even be along the side of the road, right? Everybody's up and we're all looking at tall grass, but
But if you feel that you're safe, then you've never had a reason to expose it. And he
True.
probably has never been even remotely on the block. So he's never had a reason.
he hasn't even thought about it. And I don't think he would.
That confidence is
completely blindsided.
I was going to say that confidence might work in our favor.
Yeah.
The key is to keep him confident.
Yeah.
And if there's questions of tribal council, right? Say, something along the lines of keeping it strong,
Yeah.
He'll have no idea, right?
Right.
Like,
Or keeping. Yeah. Because even making it look like we're the scapegoats because you've picked kind of, right?
Mm-hmm.
We've got rid of ours, then he has no, he would just imagine you guys are still probably sticking with that original plan.
keeping the, keeping the group united or whatever, right?
Yeah. United front. And then maybe, then maybe something goes into a snitch about that. Just being united from day one or something like that.
Yeah.
But he's got to think, who is he bullying on the other side? Well, they'll probably throw one of us on the bus, or both. You might have to use both names.
We could play it as if they're still an idol and we've got to split it, right? And then that way there's, they're going to think there's 2 and 2, right? Voting 2 each, then it'd be another tie or whatever.
Yeah.
But if we just vote straight on to him,
That's
well
right.
then there's no,
Yeah.
there's nothing, right?
Right. I think that's the best plan.
Yeah, make him comfortable and then get him out.
I think so.
No.
Too strong.
Then you guys can vote me out and have an old girl sing all the
So then we're gonna have to be really mindful of getting the next immunity as well. At least any one of the 4 of us.
Yeah.
At the very least, in case Natasha for some reason changes her mind or something.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
To solidify that.
So then so if we do Jade now, then it would be Brooke next.
I don't know. I'd say we play that when it comes to it.
When it
See
comes
what
to that?
happens to it. Because immunities could throw everything off too. I don't know. But maybe Brooke would be I don't know. I don't know what the methodological stuff is.
While Anna is keeping a few of the contestants busy, let's head back to camp and see what the others are up to.
Oh, yeah, I think that's it.
It was like a stump like this, and then right by it was like deep in the ground a bit, but it was just sitting there.
Yeah, because I don't think that's like a clue.
No, but I think that has nothing to do with
Yeah.
the immunity idol that's at our camp. Because they always throw a twist, they always throw one in the game.
Yeah.
They just hide it. Even last episode, I remember they put it right by a stick where when they got out, they went and stood. It was right by the stick, and no one picked it up.
I think someone has it.
Ours here.
Yeah.
I agree.
Who would have it?
So what
I think
happens?
Shane would have it.
So if
No?
if
I don't think he has
but if
it.
Shane has it, and then I play this one, then there's no only me and Shane get voted for.
Yeah.
Then how does that work? How do we
I imagine we just
revote?
blanket revote.
Yeah,
Blanket
we
revote,
just
and then we
revote
can
for
just
anyone
take out
else.
Shane.
But
We
Shane's
can-
not
we
going to be
can-
with us at that point, so it'll have to be you don't vote. You might vote,
Me and Shane might not vote.
but you can't.
No, it's just an immunity. It's not like we got voted.
And then
for.
Anna's
well,
got
we
the
did get voted
necklace,
for,
so that means we would only be able to vote for Marnie or Cartel.
which is
Okay,
Which
that's
is
fine.
ideal.
Well, and us.
Well, yeah, but like,
yeah, but
But they can vote for us if the 4 of them come up with something down there.
but I think those 2 girls will be on board to get him out.
Shane?
Yeah, because
And what are we telling Shane? We're getting you out?
yeah, I'm
think
gonna,
so,
I'm gonna
because
pull him
he
aside
wants-
as soon as we
he
get back.
he wants me out, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and like I already told you that like, when we were talking that like I forget when it was like 2 days ago or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 days ago, yesterday.
Yeah, oh, okay. It feels so long. But I was talking to him about like
Yeah, like you're
Yeah.
saying we should take Jay out, but just later in the game.
yeah.
And that's probably now because he probably yeah. Well,
So
and
I
he
think
just said
that-
the other day, earlier today.
Yeah.
He said it right before the last vote with Carnell and Becca there, and I was like, it's too early. We can't
Vote me
bounce
out?
yet. It's too early.
No, no, yeah.
So I think he'll be solid with
I
that.
think we need to pull
Well, and I
Anna's
think
side.
especially if he thinks all you guys are gonna vote me out,
I
he
don't
won't
think
play
he-
an immunity.
Do you think he'll believe you?
The only thing that makes me hesitant about whether he'll believe me or not is the way that Anna picked the groups.
That was a smart pick on her
It,
part.
it was a really
So
smart pick. It was the best pick.
But now all 3 of us are back here.
But
so
now
they
all
know
3
we're
of us are
smart.
back here. So
But do
Shane
we
knows.
need your vote? Should we just say we're blindsiding you too because we don't trust you?
You should go in on that group of 4 and
That's
be
what I
like,
mean.
can I
that's what I
join
mean.
you guys?
Yeah. And we'll get rid of the duo now, and then we'll blindside you.
Yeah.
Anna will come with us,
Anna for sure will come with us.
and then we can just leave the other 2 in the dark just in case. It's not worth them talking
no.
to Shane.
No.
Okay.
I
So
think
what
I
do we
agree.
do when they get back to camp? Like, should I pull
Should
Shane
me and-
aside?
or
You
should,
should
like-
talk to Anna, tell her what's actually happening. And then, like, because someone needs to fill Anna in on the fact that, like, if 2 idols are played, she's voting for Cardell, or else
But I
we
think,
won't have the
but I think
numbers.
if you join,
I can join the 4.
if you join the 4 and be like, if
It's
they
time.
come back,
It's time.
like, what if me and you were searching for immunity right when they come back,
Yeah.
and then you're like, so you guys want to vote out Jay? And they'll like guarantee they'll be like, yeah,
Yeah.
done. And then we can just pull Anna aside and be like,
One
yo,
of us, whoever
gets
to
her
it
first.
Yeah.
I'll be
Yeah.
like, it's Shane right now. We gotta get him out.
And I think everyone's, like, I do think everyone's on board for Shane.
Well, we
but
just
I'd
want
rather
Brandon
keep
alone.
it
I'd rather
hush-hush,
keep it for sure.
just in case.
Yeah.
What if the other 2 girls come up and chat though, and say, what about Shane?
Well, you're gonna think we're voting for Shane anyway.
Yeah.
'Cause
No, but I meant with you guys.
Oh.
Would you tell him?
I don't know. Guys, I don't know.
With the other 2?
I'd rather keep them out of it, I think.
Okay.
Because they can't.
Because so then those 3 would vote me, and then the other us 4
Yeah,
would vote.
we'd be fine. We're still solid 4.
Yeah. So we'll find the idol, but when they come back,
Yeah.
we'll leave you at camp so you can talk.
You guys just, like, I wouldn't even say go looking for the idol because they'll know something.
I think they're coming.
It's Jamie.
Should we go?
They're gonna know we're looking, so we might as well just look. Yeah, they're coming.
Okay. You.
Who's first?
Yeah. Brooke and I have had side conversations. She wants Jay gone.
Yeah.
Just Shane first.
Okay.
Do you trust Shane and those 2 girls not to flip on us?
November jury vote, right?
The jury votes about whoever played the best game. So if we blindside Shane,
Yeah.
I mean, he's gonna be mad. But it's a game.
Yeah.
Clearly, I obviously want to keep Jay, but
Yeah.
I guess we gotta figure out what's best for both of our games.
Jay's just very well liked on the jury.
He's not gonna make it to final 3.
No.
I think he'll probably be the next one. Then me, you, and Brooke stick together and take out the other 2.
Yeah.
And the 3 fallen timbers go
Yeah.
at the end.
Because I know for sure the other 2 girls, so Marnie and Cardell, will vote Jay.
It's fine.
And Shane will vote Jay.
And the 4 of us can vote Shane.
Yeah.
I know.
Shane is dominant.
He's won 3. He should have won that last one.
Sorry.
No, that's not what I mean. I just mean, like, he was like, yeah, I hunt. Like, I didn't even know you did archery, right?
Yeah.
Like, you killed it so that he didn't win.
Yeah.
But what if we don't get that chance again?
You're right. You're right.
Where Jay hasn't won any. Like, he's competed hard, but he hasn't won any.
Okay. Yeah. We gotta take him out then.
Are you sure that's what you want to do?
I think we have to. I just don't want it to, like.
He's gonna be mad.
Well, no, that's not the worry. But, like.
I want to bite us later.
Well, I'm just worried about Jay and
Brooke. Brooke's pulling me aside. I don't think
But Brooke wants Jay out too, right?
Brooke wants Jay out.
Yeah, so
But she wants Shane first.
Yeah, that's
Because-
fair. We
because-
can get him now.
Yeah?
Yeah, let's do it.
You sure?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. This is gonna suck.
So the line that's a fence for where they step back to shoot the arrows. In one of the little ruts down where the posts are, it was just sitting with the X up. At first, because this is a kids camp, I was like, it might just be a bead, but then I did find a rock with an X on it that was flipped over, so someone already found something under that rock, but 2 X's. I don't know, it can't be, might be a coincidence, might not, I don't know, but right now, because Shane wants me out, a lot of people want me out, but Anna, Natasha, and Brooke, us 4 are gonna go vote Shane because he doesn't have immunity idol right now, which is huge. And then Brooke, me, and Natasha are gonna go final 3. That's the goal. If everything plays out. Obviously nothing plays as planned always, but that's kind of the goal right now. I don't know where Shane is, so I feel like he's looking for an immunity idol because he might be scared. But yeah, we'll just kind of see how this all unfolds here.
And one of us votes Jay.
Yeah.
That leaves.
So we got 7 right now.
Okay, so those 2 and 2 of us need to vote Jay.
So everyone.
And then 3 of us vote for either
Like
one of those.
Cardell. She's
Yeah.
like the stronger competitor.
Yeah. And then that way if he doesn't have the item, he's Cardell's gone. If he does, she goes.
Okay, so 3 of us would have to. I think we can only realistically count on 2 of us. Because
vote.
Well, okay. So if we've got 7, right? If we get the 2, okay.
Those,
so we need 4
those
votes
2 and us 2.
Yeah, so those 2 and us 2. We vote Jay.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that Jay's gonna vote for you.
Okay.
Right,
Okay.
and so we would need to get Tash and Anna.
Yeah. So they'll vote for whoever.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if I vote for Cardell
Mhm.
and Anna votes for Cardell
Mhm.
and you and Tash or you vote for
No, because so we'd need.
you and Tash vote for Jay and those 2 vote for Jay.
Yeah.
Then that way there's 4 Jay. And if he pulls it, that's 2 for Tash or 2 for Cardell and she goes.
Okay.
And 1 for me.
Yeah. Okay, we need to do some like scrambling then.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go talk to them right now.
Okay, I think that you have a better relationship with like Cardell and Tash, or not Cardell and Tash, Cardell and Marnie.
Yeah.
I feel like we've got kind of the same relationship with Tash. I feel like I'm probably closer with Anna.
Yeah.
So I could talk to Anna.
Okay.
And Tash, if we can get them apart. I think you should also talk to Tash.
Okay.
But I think you should definitely talk to Marnie and
So
Cardell.
So me and Anna.
But we need to figure out the votes first so that we know what everyone's doing. Because like
Me, Anna, Cardell,
Yeah.
and Marnie.
Mhm.
Vote for Jay.
Yeah.
Right. You and Tash.
Yeah.
Vote for Cardell.
Yeah.
Jay votes for
Jay votes for you.
me.
Okay.
And then if he plays it, he plays it. And if he doesn't, then one of those goes home.
Okay. So I'm telling
You tell Tash.
Yeah, so I'll tell Tash that so Tash and I are voting for Cardell.
Yeah.
And then I'll tell Anna, like however we get them really, but like I don't think they're gonna believe coming out of my mouth like the people from the former Burns Tech. So yeah. But
I can talk to them too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. All right, we should probably get on that because we don't know.
You and Tash are voting for
Cardell.
Okay.
Okay.
Awesome.
Sweet.
So we're down to the final 7 of us. Now, it's kind of interesting dynamic because Cardell and I are the only 2 members left off our original team, off Burnt Fusion, but now it's interesting. So there's a couple members that think that we're on their side, but they've kind of screwed us over the last couple times. So we're actually going to take the game a different way, and we're not going to vote the same way that they think that we're going to vote with them. So they're all going to vote for Jade, as far as I understand, and we're going to swing it, and we're going to vote for Natasha. And nobody's going to suspect that because of the fact that we think either one of us will be on the chopping block for sure, but we think that they'll have the majority and they'll vote out their own member. But their team needs to be broken up because of the fact that the jury, you don't want to have that jury sit with all of our old team members. So we're going to strategically play just like they are. So right now, Cardell and I are pretty tight. I absolutely 100% trust her, and she trusts me. I think Shane thinks that we're in alliance with him, and so does Anna. But really, we're not in alliance with any of them. The 2 of us will stick together, and hopefully at least make it down to the next round, and then it'll get interesting. We might be kind of screwing ourselves in the end, but at this point, it's been fun, and we're here on Sunday, and we're the last few members, so it's all good.
So, as of right now, my main focus is taking the focus off me. But Jay, there's a rumor that Jay might have an immunity idol. So 3 of us are going to vote for Jay. And 2 are going to vote for Cardell. And I believe Jay's going to vote for me. That way, if we can flush out the immunity idol, then we still get Cardell gone. But if not, then Jay will go. I think he's got too many friends. Right now it's Anna and Natasha and myself, hopefully going to the final 3. So if we can take out Jay and Brooke, and then we'll take out Marnie and Cardell, and us three can sit in the final. Hopefully that's a plan. Brooke wants to work with me till the end, but I'm not sure if that's going to work because she'll have more votes than me. So see how it goes. As long as everybody keeps my name off the ballots, then we'll be perfect.
It's now time for Dog Pound to decide which member of the tribe will be leaving the game and joining the jury.
All right, guys, I'll now bring in our jury. We have Domingo, Renita, and voted out at the last tribal council, Becca.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, guys. We could talk about the challenge, but first I want to go back to that last tribal council. There was 8 of you voting, and 4 of you got votes in that first round of voting. How did that conversation, or what was the conversation when you got back to camp after that? Was it discussed?
It was discussed. I think everyone knew. Yeah, I think everyone knew where everyone's vote lied. Yeah, we felt like I think there was 2 people that didn't know what was going on, but we told them right away. And our rationale.
Who was it to?
Marnie and me.
Is there animosity that they didn't let you in on the plan?
No, it's okay.
Yeah, Marnie?
No, it's all game.
All game. Well, Shane, is there one person, and you don't have to name names, somebody who's making up these plans? Is one person driving the bus?
No, I think there's a few people.
Yeah.
I think it's a group collaboration.
Yeah. Cardell, is it a group collaboration or is one person driving the bus?
Absolutely group.
Absolutely group. Tasha?
Group.
Anna?
Group.
Group. Jay? Again, we talked about paranoia. We've talked a lot about trust. I know this game. Do you honestly believe that it's a group decision and there's not somebody calling the shots around you?
I'm with everyone. I think there's definitely a group.
Okay.
It's not a single soul.
Well, I guess I'm having a hard time understanding. There's a group making these decisions. Four different votes and groups, you can say, actually came out of the last one. So I'm trying to understand if this is actually just chaos or if this is very methodical.
Well, if you really want to know, because we already told them, the reason we did that was to fish out immunity idols.
Immunity idols again. And you guys do think that 17 people have idols, so yeah. So you're all just going to vote for each other now to get out all the 12 idols in the game. Okay.
The thing with it not being one person driving it is everybody takes everybody's idea and puts value to it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I might come up with an idea, right? That doesn't mean I'm driving it, but if it's not quite the right idea for everybody else, someone else comes up with it and that might drive it, right? So it's, you know, we're definitely listening to each other and, you know, weighing all the options, right?
Yeah. And are people making, do you think people are making decisions on the way down?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
For sure.
Everybody thinks that? Brooke, do you think do you think people are still undecided at this exact moment?
At this exact moment, like moving forward in the game, for sure. I think it's pretty fluid. Like, because, like Shane said, there's been a lot of collaboration and only one person comes out on top. So I'm quite sure that the next couple votes will be a lot more uncertain. Mm-hmm. But I think right now we're sure.
Yeah, and uncertainty. You don't talk during the votes. And there's 7 of you. One of you 7 is going to win this game. You are in these tribal councils. So if there's something you want to say, you should say it now because you might change somebody else's mind. Is there anything anybody wants to say at the last minute? Tasha, do you have any final comments to the rest of the people who are voting? And Shane, this time, you've not been in this position for a few tribal councils. How has that changed how's your game changed maybe the last hour from the previous blocks of time? Like, is the weight of the idol, does it make you play a little less and be a little worried that maybe I stepped too far back before?
Not at all. I think having the idol 3 times in a row definitely puts a bigger target.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, you don't only play the game if you have or if you don't have the idol. You have to play it all the time, right? And it's, you know, it's the bonds you make and the, you know,
the strategies with everybody else, because you know you cannot just rely on yourself. You can't think that, you know what, I'm just going to win an idol the whole time and, you know, easy peasy, right?
Yeah.
You cannot drop your guard at all.
Anna, you chose a few people to have coffee and Snickers with you. Why did you choose those three? Is there any reason, strategy? You just...
It was with the new tribe, and I hadn't had a chance to talk to them, so really wanted to get to know them. And I think we had a great chat. So.
Yeah. Natasha, simple math, 7 of you, 4 down there, 3 up there. Did the 3 of you talk about that on your way back? Hey, we don't have the numbers in the 2 groups that are discussing right now.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I think it was huge. I think there was some scrambling for idols when we got back, and just seeing, I guess, where the cards were going to fall when they came back.
Yeah, I still wrap my head around. Everybody thinks everybody's got an idol, and yet you guys still scramble for idols. It goes to the lack of actually trust and the paranoia that's still present in this game. That you're not taking any chances. Yeah, you're going to constantly go, because the only thing that matters is the vote. We know Anna's not going anywhere right now. Anna's in our top 6. Having that idol might keep you there or not. It might be played, might not. But either way, we're going to vote, and let's see where all that lands. Cardell, you're up first. Anyone has an immunity idol? Now would be the time to play it. I'll read the vote. First vote. Jay.
Strategy.
Next vote. Shane.
You are a very nice person. Too nice that people saw us together too much and think we're aligned, which we are. I hope you invite me out to your home and meet your family.
Next vote. Shane.
Awesome guy, played a great game, but you're way too strong to keep in this challenge.
Next vote. Natasha. Next vote. Jay.
Hope this works.
2 votes Jay, 2 votes Natasha, 2 votes Shane, 1 vote remains. Fourth member of our jury, Shane.
Shane, you're super threatening. I want you gone, but not right now. I think that I've managed to pull together the votes to get Jay out. But in case he pulls that immunity idol out, this is the backup, so.
Shane. Travis Ford.
Oh, you can breathe.
Oh. Good game, Shane. Good game. Good job, Shane.
I feel surprised, but not too surprised. I knew after winning the 3 immunity challenges, if I lost one, they would be a big target. You know, again, I thought I had a pretty good little alliance, and we were kind of playing both sides. I thought it was going good, but you know, it only takes a couple stray votes, a couple seeds planted in people's head to switch things around, and you know, I did pretty good the last little bit, so you know, maybe people don't want to take me, which I get. So you know, I can't be upset about it. But yeah, what a time! What a great time! What a great group of people, and it was awesome. Absolutely, I would do it again. The overall experience was great. Coming into it, you know, everybody's a little unsure. Some people start playing the game too early, too fast, and I think that's what gets them voted out early. You know, it's the game plan is to make it to the merge. Once you do that, I think the game really starts going. That was my experience, but absolutely, it was outstanding and well done job by everybody for sure.
With Shane officially out of the game and on the jury, let's listen in on what Dog Pound is talking about after that incredible tribal council.
I'm assuming you guys voted Tosh.
No, I think you two voted me. Yeah? No answer,
No.
so I'll take that as a
No.
yes.
I didn't.
So we voted Shane.
Yeah.
You guys,
100%
you
voted
guys
Shane.
voted Shane
I 100%
because he was
voted
strong.
Shane.
Yeah.
I 100% voted Shane.
I 100% voted Shane.
Okay. Well,
Shane.
So how? Like,
Shane, I don't think went for Tosh. I think Shane went for Jay.
Okay.
And then
one of you.
Well, you see, this is the thing, though.
Well, there's like, between you three, there's 1 Jay and 2
Well, okay, I'll just
Tosh.
say mine. They don't have to say theirs. I voted for Tasha, only because
And so did I. Only because we've been fucked over.
we've
on the
been
other side.
we've been flipped twice already by Shane and you.
Yeah.
So by voting for you,
We
you would
didn't
only
know
be
how
two.
that
It wouldn't
was gonna
touch
go.
you. It would dilute you with somebody else, and then we could see if you guys flipped on us a third time, which you did. So
Fair.
Right?
Like, smart move. I just trying to figure out what
we had to
happened.
just figure out if the one time it was going to actually be truthful or not. And so 3 times you flipped, which is, again, good game.
Yeah.
But we had to dilute you with the person that you guys were actually going to go after, and we thought you would be fine.
And I think Anna voted for me.
Yeah. I did.
So then there's...
Wait, no.
No, it was us two. Right, so we wanted to dilute the vote, right? So
Well, there's only 2 Natashas.
Yeah, so someone's lying.
Someone's lying.
was there three? There wasn't 3 votes.
No,
right?
No, there
there's
was
3
3 for
Shanes, 2
Shane.
me,
Yeah.
2 Tosh.
Yeah, so it was us voting for Tash.
So you're on Shane's side then.
I'm on Shane's side.
So you voted for Shane.
Oh no,
No,
I
no.
voted for
Yeah.
Shane.
I voted for
So
Shane.
you voted for me.
Maybe. Or maybe one of us isn't telling the truth.
All right, I guess we'll have to see.
Jeez, this is just that was a shocking one, to be honest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
None of us saw that coming.
That
I
one
did not
hurt.
see that
Like
coming.
I'm reeling right now.
I thought I was
So
gone.
you so question
I thought
then.
I was gone.
I thought.
Question then. You flipped on Shane because of his
He's the strongest.
strong.
competitor.
He's the strongest
And not
competitor.
like physical anything. That guy, that man
Has
has
he been
lit-
doing it all behind the scenes so far?
What?
Like just pulling strings?
Oh, he's been talking to everyone. He's on everyone's side.
He's
And
just
that's-
really good. Like he's
Yeah.
really slippery where he can get in anywhere.
Right.
And like he's good at any
And
challenge.
that
like
was
that
what
was
we
like
were
that was a
worried about.
break of
Yeah, you
him not getting
vote for
immunity.
him. You voted for me. He was the one running your guys'
Well,
show.
I
and coming
voted
back.
for you. Whether or not they did, that's up to them.
Right.
But I'm telling you, I voted for you because I
But
needed
that
to
was-
dilute what would
That was
happen.
the reason, is we wanted to find out who was telling who
Right.
stuff. Right?
Exactly. Because so far no one has been honest with us, so we
Yeah.
just needed to see if someone.
Fair. No
Which
hard
is fair.
feelings. No, absolutely no hard feelings.
But that's what happened
I'm
there.
just-
Interesting. That was the money move, I think, for me, just to figure out where I stood.
Fair. It gives you some intel for sure.
Well,
Makes me a little
anytime I chatted
confused.
with you guys would just say I don't know.
Oh, at
So
least I didn't lie to you.
I never.
What?
Like anytime I asked you, like when we were sitting at
Yeah.
camp together,
Uh-huh.
you're like, I don't know.
But I wasn't me.
No, I'm
I
not
didn't
saying
know.
that.
No, I know.
But you still, yeah. I guess you're playing
No,
your
I've been
cards.
I've been pretty good. I've been pretty vocal as to what I'm gonna do, and then all of a sudden that vote switches on me, and it's happened 3 times.
3
now.
times to me too.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
So
This was the third
there's
time,
somebody
yeah.
that I don't.
Yeah.
I can
Everybody-
tell you I've never written your name down, and
everybody
I
just-
spell your name right once.
I think you said.
Yeah.
You know, that's just
That's
personal.
it.
Oh, totally,
You've been on
totally.
the underside
That was
of the
just
boat
a
like
crazy
3
one.
times
That was
in
a
a row
crazy
now,
one.
so- Yep.
Yeah.
Story checks
And
out.
at the-
Story
Checks out.
Damn.
It's
you
all part of the
guys.
game, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
this is where things are gonna get feisty.
Oh,
Like between
Daniel.
us, but it's all obviously.
It's all game.
It's
Yeah,
all
it's a
game.
game.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's why we're obviously vocal about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe
How she
people.
knows.
Maybe people don't tell afterwards. I don't know, but.
No, and I think
I honestly thought I was going there, for sure.
yeah, you knew both.
Because I swore you two were voting for me, 100%. And Shane fished that to me too.
He did he?
Sure did.
He's slippery.
Very slippery
Yeah,
guy.
he's good.
He's good. Well, yeah.
Well,
It
I
could have gone that way.
It could have.
sure could have.
100%.
But I guess you guys were kind of.
We need
you
to
guys were
protect
playing smart,
ourselves too,
100%.
because we have been in your tribe essentially.
Totally.
Yeah, and we don't know somebody's gonna.
And we've tried a
Take
couple of
us out.
times to be honest, right? Like her and I have played very honest every single time when we got flipped on. So I figured our word was gold up to that time.
Oh, okay. Up until that point. I was
Up
like,
until that point.
okay.
It's now time for Dog Pound to take part in their next immunity challenge.
All right, Dog Pound. Anna, I'll take that necklace off you. Immunity, back up for grabs. In this challenge, we're going to test strength and determination and a little bit of, I guess, just good old common grit. In this challenge, you're going to hold a rope, pull it back. The bucket, Home Depot, is filled with water. It'll go up. You basically are standing there until you drop it. Over time, more water will be added in. At the beginning, every 2 minutes, a new bottle of water will go in. After that, I will ask a series of questions. You'll find a necklace over there that has A, B, C, and D, or true and the false. I'll ask you a question. If you get it right, no more water will go in. If you get it wrong, more water will go in. So strength, there's some intelligence to this one as well. A lot of aspects, a lot of hard work, but it will guarantee you a spot in the final 5. I'll give you a minute to think about it and we'll get started. All right, everybody grab their cards for A, B, C, or D. When you walked in, there was even the sponsor signs behind you. They've been here the whole time. Which of these has not been a sponsor and a sign has not been up? A, Tories, B, Denton's, C, Osler, or D, Blake's? Which one was not a sponsor? Okay, I'll read them this time, but after this, I'm only reading this once each time. Sponsor was not a sponsor. A, Tories, B, Denton's, C, Osler, D, Blake's. You think you have it? Let's see it. Tasha? So D, C, 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 B. The correct answer is B, Denton's. Everybody gets water but Cardell. Everybody approach. Ready? Oh, Tasha's out. Everybody else, go. Arnie, out. Down to 4. Anna, down to 3. All right, guys, A, B, C, and D. This is an approximation. What time did we start the time estimation challenge last night? A, 10:45, B, 9:45, C, 11, or D, 10:30? Correct answer is C. Jay gets it wrong. Jay continues to get water. Brooke, down to 2, Cardell and Jay. Jay with probably double the water. You guys are allowed to talk. Who played the guitar last night at time estimation? A, Dave, B, Mike, C, John, D, Jamie. Which one are you going with? A was correct, they are both wrong. It's Dave. Okay. No. Small. Yeah, go. Right, well, no, yeah. Excellent work by both of you. Jay wins immunity. All right, guys, come on over here. Guys, great challenge, all of you. Sometimes to win this game, you got to go through pain. You all went through pain there, and you're all deserving of winning this game now. But unfortunately, one of you guys will be going home. We know it won't be Jay. Congratulations on that. Immunity for Jay. The rest of you 5 ladies, one of you girls will be our next member of our jury. You guys can head back to camp. I'm sure you got a lot to discuss. Anybody's worried?
16 of us.
Actually, it was great to see the other camp. When we went over there,
Becker?
it was hostile as heck.
Oh yeah. Blow it over.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, no, like even the people, like, remember when you were standing and I think it was you and Renita, and then Dwayne just came in
and
it was like, "Can you guys wait?" And we're like, "Whoa."
Because he just wanted to deflate his air
He just wanted to
mattress.
deflate his air mattress. Here, I can deflate it for you. Just kidding. Nothing against them.
That's so making me edit.
I don't know. It's nice. I don't know. I don't know a lot of the people
Our
from the
tribe
other
has
tribe.
just been like actually getting along.
I know, and I genuinely like the other people too, but like
Oh, yeah.
our 8 were like,
And
we
it
just
helps when you win.
It does, but we just like, it was just weird because they always like appointed a leader,
Right.
and they always had like the low end of the stick, or
Yeah.
you know, like everything was always like a hierarchy kind of. Where with us it was like, we're just one big happy family.
Yeah.
Until we have to go to tribal, of course, but yeah, it was
Dun, dun, dun.
exactly.
So I'm thinking, I'm in major trouble. If those 2 girls can pull anyone in, I'm out. Then we go to a tie, and then another tie, and we don't know what
I
happens.
don't know. Do you know what happens after a tie?
Like a double tie?
Because like we have 6 people, so if like let's say 3 and 3 vote A and B, so then A and B can't vote, so then 2 votes A, 2 votes B, tie again.
That must be like a tiebreaker.
Or could draw rocks.
Yeah, I think drawing rocks.
Which means the 2 people who were voted are safe, and the other 4, you would be safe. If it's
So-
like how Survivor works.
Yeah, so then it would just be between the 3.
Right.
Yeah, I'd be drawing rocks.
Also scary.
Well, you have the necklace.
Well, yeah, but
Scary for everyone else, for sure. What are you thinking?
Marnie. She's been pretty quiet, but
she's been pretty quiet. But I think Carter's also.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Beast.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone still here is a beast because like we wouldn't be here if we weren't.
No, but she was like at that competition. She was shaking, like as soon as I fell out. Yeah, like she
I know,
just
but she was.
beasted
I know
through
she was
that.
like.
She's so much mental strength.
She does, and she has good memory too.
Oh yeah.
Very good memory.
She's a fierce competitor.
I think I've said that in all my exit interviews. They're fierce. I gotta pick a different word.
Yeah.
I'll go with anything.
In the beginning, that like my only strategy really is anybody but me, and I still stick to that. And so like I planned on getting in an alliance like really early, and I really like Jay, and so that was like a good call. But now it's to the point where like we're seen as a duo, and he's stronger in challenges, and so like if we go to the end together, and that's very possible, like he'll beat me. And I've been like building a relationship with Shane, saying that I want to get Jay out, and then so in that last vote, the plan was to blindside Shane, and then I talked to Shane, and we tried to pull. We tried to pull like Marnie and Marnie and Cardell, but because we'd flipped on them so many times, they flipped on us last second. So it was going to be 4 for Jay and then 3 for Shane in case Jay played the idol because he's got it. So that didn't work out. And now they've been talking and I have not been included, and so I'm going to try to blindside Dash. So we're gonna see how it works out. I might be going home like right now, so we'll figure it out.
It's time for the next Tribunal Council, and with limited time to split up and chat, who will Dog Pound decide to send to the jury?
All right, guys. top 6. How are we feeling out there? How are we feeling? Yeah. How are the hands? How are the hands?
Better.
Better now. Better now. Tough challenge, eh? Yeah. Jay did an excellent job on that. I see the weather seems to be getting tough. This game is getting tougher. I'm actually kind of interested in the overall experience for you. Brooke, how has this experience been for you?
It has been like equal parts fun and stressful.
Okay, what part's fun?
All of it, and all of it is also stressful. So like this has been really great. Like I love this, but like I'm super excited to just drink beers as well.
And is stressful a good way to explain this game?
Yeah, it's stressful. You always have to think in the moment, and then you have to think 3 steps ahead. So you're always playing that game back and forth.
Yeah. Natasha, is that what you need to do? What's more important, 3 steps ahead or at the exact moment?
I think they're both equally as important.
Yeah.
I think when we're getting down to these numbers, we have to make the right decision and then be able to see the next couple votes who you want to be sitting beside in the end.
Yeah. Cardell, 6 people. When you get down to that, 1 vote can make all the difference in the world. Is everybody on your tribe quite aware of that right now? Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you like to explain any more of that or elaborate?
Honestly, I'm just kind of interested to see what happens with this one. It's kind of all over the place a little bit.
Do you think it's all over the place, Jay?
Well,
I mean,
you're safe, so
no.
Yeah.
I know, but this is honestly just as stressful for me, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like what you asked last tribal council, if there's still decisions being made walking down to tribal, and I think that was a huge thing. Well, not today, but right now. So yeah, I really don't know.
Let me ask you, Marnie. 6 of you walking down here. Group of 6, 5 and 1, 2, 2, 2. How was it walking down here?
1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1.
1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Do you think people, Anna, in this moment, again, we had talked about last time. No? What do you think?
I think there's 2 things going on. I think there's 3 and 3, but I also think there's 2, 2 and 2.
Based on the last tribal councils you guys have had, there has been definitely split votes all over the place. So I don't think anything would surprise me. Out of curiosity, who here is an original burn stick? 2 for Fallen Timbers. Okay, does that even weigh in anymore, Natasha? Does that even matter?
yes. Oh, sorry, I'm not Natasha. Go ahead.
No, you can. I'll get. Well, hold on. Let's hear what Cardell has to say.
No, I was just going to say, yeah, I think it still does. I think there's some alliances that started at the beginning that haven't disappeared.
Do you think that's wise?
Well, they're here, so I think it's working.
Do you think it's wise to continue that way?
But I don't think it's wise to continue, no.
Would you like to explain on why you don't think that? This is your chance to make.
On the jury, right? The jury at the end it's who you want next to you. So are they going to do it? Alliance isn't what's going to help you. So are they going to be looking more at your loyalty or the way you play the game, or there's going to be lots of factors that each of them are picking at that they think is the best part of each person's game. So an alliance, usually an alliance is because 2 people have 2 different strengths. So you're going to want the person next to you that's not necessarily going to be the one that they mesh the most with.
Yeah. It's hard. If you think you deserve to win and you've played the entire game with somebody who's played exactly the same as you, you could be giving away votes to the person that you're bringing with you.
That's the characteristics that they
identify. Yeah, I'd say. Natasha, the question was for you. Great answer by Cardell, though, so I'm glad I went to her. But what's your thoughts on the whole alliance, original Fallen Timber?
Yeah, I think it's still a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I think the paranoia has now started to kind of get the best of us, and I think Burnstick's doing a great job hustling and seeing what they can do, which power to them.
And is Burnstick hustling?
I think everyone's hustling right now. Like, the paranoia is definitely, set in on everyone, so.
Would anybody like to make any closing arguments? Again, this is your last chance. You might sway a vote. If there's anything...
I do not think Fallen Timber is all together at all.
Okay. Anybody else want to say?
These 2 were saying, I don't think that's. Which
I think there's subcategories in Fallen
totally,
Timber,
and I think
sure.
there's a category in
cross contamination. Let's just leave it.
Yes.
Hold on. I'm gonna rack my brain around that one. So fallen timber has subcategories and categories, and
Which
Maybe it's not all for fallen timber, but there's a 2 and there's a 2 and then maybe there's a branch of a 2 and then maybe I think it's a crisscross a little bit. And it's whether or not who you trust and who you want by your side at the end of the day now. In terms of competing with and who you just want to be next to you, right?
Yeah.
And who might get less votes than you. So at the end.
well, it's an interesting question. I know one way we can find out. Let's go a vote. Anna, you can go first. No talking, please. If anyone has an immunity idol, now would be the time to play it. Asha? That is not the immunity idol. I'll read the votes. First vote, Natasha.
All right, Tash. I have no idea how this vote is going to go down, but I hope that I got the votes to blindside you. I love you. We've been working together. I know that we were supposed to have a final 2, but it's a 3-day game, and I want to win, and I'm a snake, so love you, bye.
Second vote, Natasha.
Truth will be told by this vote because we don't know exactly who is telling the truth on our other side.
Next vote, Cardell.
You got me last time. This time, I'm getting you. You're a fierce competitor, and I don't think I could beat you physically.
Next vote, Cardell.
Charlie, you've been gunning for me for a while. Jay gave me this. I hope this keeps me here tonight.
Next vote, Tasha. Next vote, Cardell.
I honestly do not know what's happening in this game anymore. I feel like a couple alliances have turned, so I actually just gave what I think an immunity idol I have to Natasha, so hopefully, yeah, you Cardell are going home.
3 votes Cardell, 3 votes Natasha. We have a tie. I think I'm not ready to see another revote right now. You two have 5 minutes. See who can bring me the most worms in a classic game called Worm Hunt. You now have 4 minutes and 50 seconds. Whoever comes back with most worms in 4 minutes and 50 seconds will win in 45 seconds. Not a worm, Cardell. This challenge makes me laugh because everybody runs and scrambles. If you just lift up any of these rocks right behind there, there is a plethora, don't throw out that word, of worms. You have to find the ones right there. But it said your mind scramble and you do a little panicking. No problem, you're still both in it. But now we have to do the tie break. What time is it? To stay in the game. You guys both worked hard at the worms. I can tell how dirty you got, so you both deserve to stay, but only one of you can. What? Doesn't matter. From right at this moment. All right, let's see what you guys got. 321 from Natasha, 247 from Cardell. The correct time is exactly 2 p.m. Natasha, offer your torch. Good job, Natasha. Your Travis.
Good game.
All right, guys. Well, the one thing we did find out there, it's not Fallen Timber versus Burnstick. Congratulations on being the top 5. But again, only one of you will win. We're getting that close to finding out who that will be. Head back to camp. See you soon.
Cardell manages to clinch the victory, securing herself a spot in the top 5 and sending Natasha out of the tribe and onto the jury. However, there's no time to chat as Jamie sends them to their next challenge immediately.
All right, guys. Even in prison, one of the most basic, fundamental things you can learn and know how to do, make a fire. It's a little wet, so we're giving you guys a little few more. We're giving you a lighter. Giving you a kindling bundle. Dry wood has been spread out to gather. You see your fire pits there. You build a fire. You'll randomly draw your spot. Flame goes up, burns the rope. First person to burn the rope wins immunity. Pretty straightforward. Build a fire, burn the rope. Guaranteed final 4. You can give that back. Now I'll take that from you, Jay. Immunity. Once again, up for grabs. And a spot in the final 4. Come find your spot and we'll get started. Rope is singeing. Jay wins immunity. All right, guys, come on in. All right, guys, that was excellent, but Jay, I think you might be burning down. That is a good fire. Congratulations. That's one of the best jobs I've seen. Very good. Ladies, you guys were better than me in that, and I cannot do that either. Takes a special, slow, steady approach. Good job, Jay. Good job. Ladies, you 4, one of you 4 will be the next person eliminated out of this game. You got some time to think about it, though. You will be heading back to camp, and we'll get you down here soon. See you soon.
Jay secures yet another victory with his impressive fire-making skills. Yet there's no time to celebrate, though, as Jamie is summoning Dog Pound for their next tribunal. Who will they decide to send to the jury?
Welcome. I'll now bring in the jury. Domingo. You again. Nita. Becca. Shane. Voted out at the last tribal council. Natasha. All right, guys, how was that wait from that last challenge till now? I'm not saying it. I'm hearing that the nerves and people not wanting to separate and people are really anxious about what's going to happen. Is that a fair statement, Brooke?
Yeah, I think like it's hard to even tell if I'm anxious anymore because I'm just like so emotionally fatigued. Like I just like can hardly like really feel anything anymore. It's just like yeah.
Yeah, same way, Anna?
Yeah, I'd really like this knot in my stomach to go away because it's been knotted for like since fire. It's definitely yeah. It's kind of the more you think about it, the more you like the more you think about it.
Yeah, I'm curious too about. I brought up, but 2 people have played idols that were not idols. And I'm starting to get the pattern on why you guys thought there were so many idols out there. So my question is, Jay, is somebody messing with you? Is somebody doing this on purpose?
Well, I'll say first, I did hear, like even before Becca brought her beads out, I heard through the grapevine that it was some sort of beads. So, I don't even know. Like, I think the hardest thing was that no one, like, had played an immunity idol, and except for Steven, but no one else has played it. And like for me, I think there's like one at each tribe, and then there's one scattered out either at a game or whatnot. So with only one being played, I think that everyone thought that someone has an immunity idol, but no one was coughing it up, or even like there's no hints of anyone really. Well, that's a lie. Everyone hinted that everyone had it, but I think that's the reason is because no one actually knew where they were or who had them.
But unfortunately, one of you 5 still needs to come out of the game. And right now, we're going to find out who that is. Arnie, you can go first. If anyone has an immunity idol, now would be the time to play it. I'll read the votes.
So frustrating.
First vote. Cardell.
It's an interesting turn, and I'm turning on my own alliance now, but this is how the game is meant to be played.
Next vote. Brooke. Next vote. Cardell.
Alright, I'm voting for you because it is either you or me, and I can't vote for me, and I don't want to, so there you go.
Next vote. And 6th member of our jury. Cardell.
I've written your name down so many times. Hopefully this is finally it for you.
Good game, Cardell. Tribe has spoken. Well, guys, final 4. Congratulations. That's all I got to say. Head back to camp. We're about to have some fun. See you soon.
With Cardell now out of the tribe and on the jury, it's time for the remaining 4 members of Dog Pound to take part in a very important immunity challenge.
In fact, the winner of this challenge is going to play a big part in determining who wins this game. Because the winner of this challenge is getting an automatic spot in the final 3. And the winner of this challenge will also pick somebody to go with them into the final 3, where the other 2 will be left to battle out for the 3rd spot. This guarantees your spot in and guarantees at least one of the 2 people that you will be sitting beside. Now, before I tell you about the challenge, I also want to say congratulations as top 4. You guys get some of the Blindside apparel. You each get a hat to take home from Blindside Entertainment. We're kind of a big deal, so it's really good. Yeah. Okay, so let's get you guys going. What's going to happen on go? You're going to run to one of the barrels. You all start at a different one. You'll draw for sides. Whoever gets this one will have to start at that one. Whoever, I'll tell you about that after. But you'll go a barrel. At the barrel, you'll see a question. It's based on some of the things I've been saying all week since the time you got here. You'll have A, B, C, D on cards on you. You'll answer the question. If you're right, they'll give you a token. You'll come back, you place it in the bowl. You'll head off to another one. You're collecting all 6 tokens. Once you get all 6 tokens back, take all 6 tokens. You'll notice each one has a letter on it. You'll spell the word jumble. Once you think you got it right, you'll yell check. If you spell the right word, I'll give you the power to choose our final 3. Sounds like we're worth playing for? All right, I'll get you set up and we get started. I've been talking a lot this weekend. Let's find out how much you've actually been listening to me. Survivors ready? Go! You people can listen to me. Really, people? News is you'll eventually get it right. Jay's got a second. And it's got 2. Rook, no. What do we got here? Rook making a comeback. Marnie doing well now. Jay gets number 5. Jay misses on number 5. 6. Jay, I think, has number 6. Guys are still in this. He's not done yet. Jay wins! Guarantees a spot in the final 3. I won't lie, I'm a little hurt. You guys apparently did not listen to a lot of the facts I was throwing out to you, but that's understandable with everything going on in your mind. Yeah, it was really good. Way to keep up, Jay. Way to keep going. Way to not give up, Marnie, Anna, Brooke. You guys came back nicely, but in the end, Jay is going to be in our final 3. We know that for sure. He's got a decision to make on which one of you 3 he takes with him. And then the game is not done for the other 2 of you, as you guys will compete in a final challenge to make our final 3 people. You can head back. You guys got a little discussion to go. We'll see you soon.
Another immunity challenge win for Jay. Not only does he secure the immunity, but also decides who will be sitting next to him in the final 3. Jay is given a couple minutes alone with each remaining tribe member.
Who do you think I'll pick?
Marnie.
I don't think so.
No?
No.
Who do you think he's gonna pick?
I think he really does want to sit with
The 2 of us?
Yeah. But I think he'll probably pick you.
I don't know.
I think at this point, him picking me might look bad to the jury.
To the jury? Yeah, could be.
Yeah. Sucks because, I think that out of the 3 of us, I'm, certainly the weakest in comps.
Yeah. So you played a strong other game, though.
Yeah.
Strategy game.
No, I know, but I don't know that I'll be able to beat Marnie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't think you could beat her? You dominated the last few. Archery, you were good.
Archery, I was good because, I can be okay in challenges where you, take your time. As soon as I'm put under any pressure, I just crumble. Oh, man.
But, man, them telling us you had the immunity idol.
Yeah, I don't even know where that started from.
Because we heard about it at our camp before we had even merged.
All I had was immunity from the first one.
Oh,
that was for fundraising, right?
Yeah.
That's all I ever had. Though I was with Becca when she found those beads.
Pardon?
I was with Becca when she found those beads, and I was with Stephen when he found his.
Yeah.
Which is kind of odd, but...
Right place, right time.
And it would have been such a different game, even on our end, if Stephen hadn't played that idol when he did.
Mm-hmm.
Because it would have changed our dynamic of our team too, right?
Yeah.
It's a little like intimidating almost, even though like in my sense like it's the easiest for me because I'm technically safe, like realistically.
Yeah.
But it's intimidating, like having to choose one of you guys because we're the top 4, like we're the ones that outplayed everyone, right? So we all deserve to be there, is what I like to say. But unfortunately, decisions have to be made, and it comes down to, I guess, I don't know. I knew I couldn't lose that because I feel like you 3 would vote me out, and like I feel like that would have been smart on your guys'. I don't know if you talked about it or whatever, but I just felt like that would have been the play, like realistically, just to get me out. So I knew like that was panting like a dog. That's why I knew I just had to.
Yeah, it was a very
I had to win if I wanted to get into that top 3 and have a chance, right? So.
Now, it's time to head to the next Tribunal Council where Jay will decide the fate of the rest of Dog Pound. Let's join Jamie.
I'll now bring in the jury. Domingo, Renita, Becca, Shane, Natasha, and then voted out at the last Tribal Council, Cardell. So, final 4. Interesting Tribal Council here because none of you got torches, which means nobody's actually getting eliminated right now. What we're doing right now is determining our final 3. We know Jay is there. So Jay is the only one who's going to be voting at this Tribal Council. He has 1 vote. So before I let them just give a quick little summation of why they should choose you, I know you guys have been chatting. How tough is this decision for you?
I hate decisions like this, like big decisions where you have no choice. Like you have a choice, but you have no choice to like make the decision or not. Yeah, it's tough because we're the top 4 right now, and we've all competed super hard, whether it's challenges, whether it's mentally, everything in between, you know. So it's hard to choose one out of 3 strong contenders, but I think what it comes down to is being selfish and what's maybe best for me.
Okay. During that, I'll give each of you, do you want one last comment to Jay before he votes on why he should take you? I know you've talked, but hey, nobody else is voting anymore. You're gonna, if you end up on that final 3, you're gonna have to fight for your life. So if there's something you want to say, you don't have to. I'm just saying right now, Jay is going to go vote. He's gonna write down one of you 3's name. That's a vote you want to see. Is there anything you guys want to say?
Yeah, I kind of already said it, but I think that for me, I burned some bridges. I think you might be wanting to sit beside somebody who burned bridges in the final 3. I also am not super great talking under pressure, and I feel like I'm gonna get some hard questions. So I think that also might be to your advantage, as well as the fact that if you do want me sitting beside you, I'm not the strongest challenge competitor, and so I think you would have to pick me in order for that to be the case.
That's an argument, that's for sure. Anna Marty, you guys don't have to say anything. You might have already said everything to him, but I'm just kidding.
I think we all came here to play this game hard, and I think Jay's definitely played it hard, and we were talking about it, and I think if you really want to compete with all the players, we all played pretty hard, and I've burned some bridges on the jury as well, but I think it's just part of the game, and I mean, he's got to pick, so it's not an easy decision. But.
Marnie?
I think from my side, like I said, definitely probably going home as the worst contender in challenges, but I will say strategically, I've played the game to the best of my ability that I could, and it is all just a game, right? So you unfortunately have to, I think, play it hard in that way. You have to keep your cards close. Mm-hmm. And sometimes at the right time, you got to cut things loose. And it doesn't necessarily mean that's what you're like in real life, but
I'm not, I swear.
You got to play the game, and that's exactly what I came here to do.
Thank you. Those are all good arguments, but really it only matters what Jay thinks. And we're going to go find out right now as he casts a vote for the person you want to take with you to the final three. All right, guys, I'll read the vote. Remember, you want to see your name on this. Contestant joining Jay in the final three. Marnie.
I'm gonna choose Marnie. Brooke, you burnt a lot of bridges, but that's the whole name of the game, so I don't want to be up against you. Anna, you burnt a few bridges as well, and you're also a very strong competitor, so I don't want to be against you either.
Marnie, Jay, I will see you in the final three. Anna, Brooke, I'm not done with you yet. We are immediately heading down there to find out which one of you can literally escape from a cage. Let's head down.
With Jay picking Marnie for the final three position, it's now up to Brooke and Anna to clinch that final spot for themselves. Let's join them and Jamie for the final competition of the season.
Brooke, Anna, you guys are fighting for your lives to get out of this cage and join the final three. On go, you're going to be locked into these cages. You'll use those balls that have twine on them. You'll press your fingers through the cage to lift the balls up, bring it all the way around, and drop them in the hole. Once you have the balls in there, you can undo them. You use the twine and whatever you want to use and the twigs that are in there to make a long stick. You'll reach out of this hole in order to try to lift up that key with the stick that you make. You'll reel in the key, unlock the door, come out, and snuff out the other person's torch. First person to snuff out the other person's torch is the next person in our jury and is eliminated from this game. Okay? All right, we'll lock you in and go over a few things. Final three, up for grabs. Ready, go. Both trying to figure out how to maneuver the balls. And it drops one. Brooke moving well. Make sure it's completely across before you drop it. Make sure it's completely across before you drop it. Brooke's starting to work on her hole. Lean out of the game. Both only using 2 balls at this point. Fastening the pole. Pretty much even. Strength of the pole might make a difference. If you drop your key, you'll have to pick it up. Other than on the bail. Both working. Not sturdy, bring it back. back. She can still drop it or having trouble getting out. Brooke is still in this. Anna has the key. Brooke needs to hurry. Anna's out. Anna's got the stuff. Anna will be a part of our final three. You have to watch it for me.
With Anna grabbing immunity for herself, Brooke is officially eliminated from the game and takes the final jury position. Let's join Jamie and the jury back at Tribal, where we will soon find out who will win this year's Stranded Water Valley.
I'll now bring in the jury who will be deciding your guys' fate in this Tribal Council. Domingo, Renita, Becca, Shane, Natasha, Cardell, and Brooke voted out at the last Tribal Council. All right, guys, congratulations, final three. That's a great accomplishment by far to get to this point in time, but the power in this game completely now shifts over to this jury. These 7 people who you have had a hand in one way or the other of getting out of this game are now going to determine the winner of this game. They will ask questions, they'll make comments one at a time, and then they will vote on who they think will be the winner of this game. But first, we'll open up with a quick comment on why you deserve to be voted the Stranded Water Valley champion. I randomly drew who was speaking first, and Anna, you're first. It goes in reverse order after, so it'll be okay.
I'd say, first off, you guys are awesome. Gotta start off something good. I think in Survivor, you're asked to like outwit, outplay, and outlast. And I think in a lot of ways, I did do that. We made it through the rain. We made it through with all our group challenges. We were unstoppable there for a while, and that was really like our team and working together. With regards to challenges, I think that I was not the only person, but there was one of the key people in helping everyone work together and talking, and definitely got us some wins. In the immunity challenges, I was right up there with everyone else competing. Strategy-wise, I think I really wanted to stay under the radar for the first while and just really get to know everyone. And I think for the most part, if I gave you my word, I gave you my word. And I was pretty solid with my word with people. And I didn't like to I wouldn't promise something I couldn't necessarily keep. So I hope that people will respect that part of the game. And I had to burn a couple bridges, but I really, I tried my best not to bold-faced lie to your face, and just really made sure that in the end, it is a game, but I think I definitely outwit, outlast, and outplayed.
Okay.
So I came in, and the first thing I did was start talking to people. I wanted to come in and play a competitive game, because I know if I didn't come in and start getting to know people, talking to people, then I might be thrown under the bus. I would say when we were in tribes, it was a solid effort by everyone. So I have nothing to say. I just participated with my group to make that a successful and try and win immunity. But then when it got to individual immunity, I was up against one of the toughest players, and he didn't get immunity once, and I had to step up, and I bold lied to your face, but I had to, because if I didn't do that, then I was going out. And I knew that if I didn't come to every immunity challenge after that and work my butt off and win every one, especially the 2 ones ago, then I was the one getting voted off. So I needed to do everything in my power and to kind of save my butt. I definitely burned bridges. I definitely told people lies, but in the long run, that's the whole name of the game. And don't take it personal, because I love you guys as people, but as a game, I needed to play it strategically, in a sense for me to have an opportunity to come out as number one.
I guess coming into this, it definitely is an underdog, because I knew that coming into the game physically, that and especially with all my competitors, I'm watching them, man, like they're fast, they're quick. I knew that couldn't be probably my game going into this, but the game has shifted, and at any point I could be in their place and they could have been sitting here. It's just a matter of the decisions that were made, some not even by my choice. Some of them were by my choice. But I think that is all in how you have to determine the game, and sometimes you have to learn how to hold your cards tight. You have to learn who to trust. You have to learn who not to trust. And then you have to make the best possible decision at that time. And I think that was probably my biggest thing that I came into it, was just trying to be strategic and appreciating what everybody's efforts were, but at the same token, figuring out how to get to the end game. And I certainly didn't think that I would be sitting in this spot. So, kudos to all of you guys. You guys all played hard. So,
thank you. All right, Gary, it's your time to address the final three. Well, Renita, we'll go with you first.
First of all, congratulations. It's so good to see smiling faces up there, smoke in my eye. Yeah, you guys all played different games, but really good games, I thought. So I'm not set on who my vote's going for yet, so these questions will help. But, so great job. My question's going to be for you, Anna. So I want to know what big game move you made, that you orchestrated, that wasn't dictated by somebody else.
I think throughout, like especially before the merge, I was kind of, I guess people would call me a floater because I was kind of around and seeing everyone. I definitely think that we worked together and like might have added different parts to it, but I'd say my biggest move was after the merge when Becca was fierce. You scared the bejesus out of me because I was like, holy smokes. And so trying to get her out when we went to right before the merge, and then when she came back I was like, oh gosh, this girl's coming for me now. So I think just trying to get her out, and I hope that she respects the game that I tried to play. And then same thing with Cardell, like she's fierce, man, you scared the bejesus out of me. So I was like, okay, just trying to get those two, and I had to kind of play both sides and then just kind of really see who I could trust in the end. So I'd say those are my two big moves.
Awesome, thank you.
Domingo.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Congratulations, guys. Well deserved. My note is for Marnie. When we started the game, you're pretty shy. And throughout our journey in our tribe, because we kept on losing, at one point, I actually, made a scenario that was total lie just to get you going. With the tribal councils that we've gone through, and I'm going to say this word properly, unanimously, I orchestrated that, and I pulled you in at the last minute, even though I made and orchestrated that you had an idol. You and I looked each other onto our face with the eye-to-eye contact, and you trusted me. I have so much respect for your game that I want to know you weren't taking anything personally. It was very strategic, as you said. After I got eliminated, you weren't personal. You just made sure that you and I are still tight. And I thought, to me, that was a true calling for loyalty. And being an underdog, I think not a lot of people saw how you really, really played the game. And I felt like now is your chance to say, and I want you to tell me, when I got voted out, what did you do in order for you to deserve my vote?
I mean, I think you nailed it, right? I've never looked at this game as a personal thing, and I'm sad that some people maybe have, right? Maybe some people have gotten kicked off, and some people get mad and they take it with them. But honestly, I came in to play a game, and Shane and I had this conversation as well. Like, It is just a game, and we hope that everybody had fun, but you got to play it to the best of your ability. And the only way that I knew, because I couldn't win it physically, was to start to kind of play it politically, right? And to figure out who my alliances were, and I always had trust. Now, if you burned me, and in some cases people did burn me along the way, that's when my trust switched. And in that case, for somebody like Shane, that's exactly what happened, right? I felt that we had gotten burned a couple times, and my loyalty automatically switched. But Domingo, your stuff was solid. Steven's stuff was solid. Cardell's stuff was solid. Becca's stuff was solid, right? We had a group, and I trusted in that. And sometimes you have to just believe with the people of what they're telling you. And man, it was blind trust in some cases. And same with Jay. Sitting here with Jay at one point, I was like, man, I don't know what way this is going. And you sat here and you just hope to God that it kind of floated. And I guess that's part luck, part strategic, and yeah, that's all I can say.
Thank you.
Cardell.
After actually that you just said that, Marnie, was there any point when Becca got voted off and had to leave, I kind of assumed that you had flipped, even though you just said that you had more trust with both of us. And I'm curious if you did in that particular case and with me at the end, and if you felt like you had to switch sides at one point and why, if you did.
Honestly, at the end, and I kind of said it, and I did say to you, I said I was up to leaving the game, and I was at any point. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't think I ever thought that I'd ever be sitting in this spot ever at all. So for me, I was like, if I left the game, I'm okay. But then I got thinking about it. I'm like, oh my God, there's like one more challenge left, and that was it. So at that point, I talked to Jay. Jay kind of painted a picture, and I thought, if I was ever gonna go, this is the time to go. Right? And so if I wanted to make it into the top 3, then unfortunately I had to cut an alliance. And when I went in there to do my thing and I held up the paper, I said, crap, I am cutting my alliance, and it is all strategic. And that's all you can say.
Yeah, cool. No, thank you. I appreciate that.
Becca.
All right, nice work on raising funds for kids up front, guys. That's awesome. Now we're all here for charity. Raising funds for kids. If there was one move or one vote that you could take back, what would be the person that you voted out? What name would you take back? Just a name from each of you. And if there's none, there's none. You might have done it later on, but if there's any way that you voted out too early or at the wrong time.
Good question, first of all. Very good question.
Maybe it would have made the game
for
a little
me,
bit easier.
I don't regret anything I did.
Okay.
I did what I had to do because I wanted to stay in this game. And for me to stay in this game, I had to 1 minute before tribal council talk to someone, switch them over to my team. I had to go behind people's back. Couple hours ago, I told 2 people the exact same thing, but they were opposites.
Yeah.
Like one of them was going, but I told them that the opposites,
Yeah.
And for me, I don't regret anything I did because I had to do it to sit where I'm at.
Okay. Maybe it would have made your game easier for another challenge or whatever else.
I think my vote against Cardell the second time. Which makes me sound awful. I'm sorry. No, Cardell, you were awesome, and I trusted you so much. It's just it comes down to who you've been with the longest, and my group from Fallen Timber, we'd been together since the beginning, and I mean, if the tribes were different, it might have been a completely different game. So I think it's just you have to go with what information you have, and we each burned each other at some point. So I don't know. I think, but overall, I'm really happy with how I played the game.
Besides Cardell, that one was a hard one for me. But I gotta say that the biggest shocker was Shane's, because nobody I don't think anybody sitting there thought Shane was leaving, and I mean, I'm surprised my mouth didn't drop open. So that one was shocking. But again, even when voting Stephen out, I mean, those are tough decisions, right? I mean, in some cases you've formed bonds and alliances, and at the end of the day, then you're writing their name down on a piece of paper, and that sucks, to be quite honest. But it is what it is, and you just hope that people respect it in the end.
Absolutely.
Well, awesome job, guys. You guys all played completely different games in my eyes, but you all played the game as good or better than, everybody else. To each of you, what do you think how do you think working with me, or each one of you worked with me a little bit, what was the most beneficial part throughout the game that when we worked together that helped you move on to the next spot, good or bad?
Shane, I loved working with you, and I think we worked really well together. And when you got voted out, I was gobsmacked because that was not the way that I thought the votes would go, and I was just sitting there like, holy smokes, because we had a really good plan, and I definitely didn't vote for you. So I was like, oh my gosh, what is happening? Because I thought you gave me your word, and we worked really well together, and it was you and me at the top for the immunity challenges individually, and we definitely worked really well. And yeah,
I totally respected how you played the game. You played the game physically probably the strongest that we've seen. Coming into a tribe, you made us feel included. Obviously we didn't have a lot of time together. Obviously we're in separate areas. But I respected how you played it. You were quiet, kind of moved around, but you did your thing that you needed to do. And I that vote surprised me. Yeah, if you were still sitting here, it'd be a total different game changer. So I mean, I guess that's all I can really say about that, but I respected how you played the game, and yeah.
So for me, I think the biggest thing, I'm going to use your question but might turn it around a bit, because we worked together. Well, first of all, you were my number one worry, being me and you being the only males left, and you knowing a lot more life experience and everything in a circle more than me, that worried me a lot. And I think one of the biggest things that we did together that I backstabbed you on was me voting for you when we said we were going to vote for Cardi C, sorry. So I mean, but the reason that was one of the biggest plays was because if you were in the game, you would be here and I would be where you're sitting.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Well done.
Okay, good game, guys. Marnie, we didn't work together much, so I don't have anything for you. But for the two of you, you're going to find out now I had final twos with both of you and a couple other people. If I was sitting there with you as your number 4, who would you have taken down? Who would you have taken with you to final 3?
Natasha, you were my ride or die, so you were coming with me.
I sound like a complete asshole, but I would take Marnie again. And the only reason is because you were a very fierce competitor. Like, seriously, from day one, it was talk that you already were. We talked about that, right? So asking a fierce person to sit beside me is not my game.
Yeah, no.
And as much as I do want you here, I don't want you here.
I appreciate it, your honesty. Well, congratulations, everybody. I just want to start off by saying that I really respect your guys' game, because I feel like you're really flexible, and so I just wanted to make that note before I address. Okay, so I think that without question, you're a really, really strong social and competitive player, but I want to know
what you would say was the best strategic move that you came up with.
Well, sound like I'm trying to float my own boat, but well, first of all, like I've mentioned it multiple times, it's just it's hard to, because well, I've said this multiple times, the biggest play that was made was Shane, and that I'm not saying that was fully me or anything.
Wasn't supposed to go down that way.
I know it wasn't. I know it wasn't. But that's what I'm saying. But I think one of the biggest things is coming back to travel with our last, when we were all merged, our last 6 people in, I was talking to every person and I was calling every shot. And I know a lot of the times I had immunity idol, so it put me a little bit higher, but I was making the calls. I was the one to go with you and you to get you out. And but the reason why is because I didn't want you sitting beside me either. The reason I voted anyone out and I backstabbed people was because I don't want you sitting by me. And you should take that as a compliment, you know? And that's the same reason I chose Marnie between you two, was because I've seen how you guys play this whole weekend. And fortunately I got to sit beside her, but exactly, so.
Okay, thanks. All right, guys, I don't think anything else needs to be said. I think that was a lot. I'll give you 5 seconds to say something. Is there any last comment? 5 seconds just to say anything you want to address. Marnie?
Vote for me.
Vote for me. Jay, any final?
I had an absolute blast, guys. That's all I can say.
Anna?
I want to say that, just on that last comment, that just because someone thinks they were calling all the shots, having the person next to you who's willing to go along with it and then make the right moves at the right spot is also really good.
Yeah.
And I turned her to vote for you too.
All right.
So I think that's really important. I also want to mention I never had a vote against me in the whole game. So I think that really shows how well.
Say that again. Sorry, I didn't catch it.
I didn't have a vote against me the whole game.
Oh, good one, Anna. Good
Okay,
one.
guys. Jury, hours now with you. Perfect. You are voting for the person you want to win this game. You know where to go to vote. Becca, we'll start with you. All right, guys. I'll now read the votes. Remember, you want to see your name on this. First vote. Anna.
To go the entire game and not to make it with more than 2 votes against you, let alone any votes against you, mad respect, woman. Hope you got it.
Next vote. Marnie.
This would have been your name because I really thought that you were gonna win, but I got eliminated and you never approached me or talked to me, so I'm giving it to somebody who I think is more deserving than you. Marnie, you're amazing.
Next vote. Jay.
Jay, I love you, man. Played the hell out of this game, and you deserve this win.
Why am I not surprised? 1 vote Anna, 1 vote Jay, 1 vote Marnie. Next vote. Jay.
I think you ran a lot of things behind the scenes and aligned with the right people, so I hope this goes to you.
Next vote. Anna.
Well, going into this tribal, I was a little torn, and but the answers you gave were rock solid. I respect your game, and you as a person.
2 votes Anna, 2 votes Jay, 1 vote Marnie. Next vote. Jay. Next vote. and winner of Stranded Water Valley, Jay.
I wish we could have worked a little closer as a duo, but if it wasn't you, it would have been me.
Well guys, looks like Jay's our champion, but it's the kids who once again the winners. On behalf of Blindside Entertainment, I would like to thank Kids Up Front for everything. We had 16 competitors, 2 tribes, and 1 great cause. I'll see you next time.